I'm going to be doing my first guest phone call with That Gay Communist, That Gay Commie. I'm ready. Hi, Nolo. I'm ready for the cuck. Guys, I tried to name this stream a bunch of stuff. A bunch of, like, puns on cuck, and every single one of them was against Twitch's TOS. Their fucking TOS, dude. I got flagged every single one that I tried. They said you can't show that in a Christian Minecraft server. Not in a Christian manga, dude. I couldn't fucking show it. So instead, Bumner, who I was literally calling until exactly 5:30. Oh, there we go. Fuck yeah. There we go. Oh. Oops. Okay. There we go. You can't copy and paste stuff in OBS. You can't copy and paste text. It's kind of annoying. Gay, do you know? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, last night, Wajas came up with an idea that at the end of the story, we would put up a poll, and you guys would say if it was a good story or a bad story. And if you voted for it to be a bad story, then we were going to ban GayComm. And we would do that for every guest speaker. If your story's bad, you get banned. I take that bet. Okay. I think GayComm's gonna tell purposefully a bad story and get banned on purpose. I think that's his mission. What do I get if it's good? That's a good question. The cheers and adoration of your undying love from your fans? How about that? You get Carl's channel. No. If anyone's gonna get banned for me, it's gonna be me, okay? If I redeem cat ears, does GayComm have to wear them too? Okay, so we're doing this VTuber style. These are gonna be 2 PNGs on your screen. This is going to be basically a podcast for Hi A6, gonna be a podcast for the next, like, as long as GayComm talks to me. And you're just gonna see a couple PNGs talking on screen, okay? So don't redeem cat ears, but I will be coming back. I do have a game plan today, depending on how this stream goes. If I just talk the whole stream, then we're not gonna play the game, but, you know. It's basically Blue Lock Season 2 anime. Yeah, you've got it. Yeah. Hi, Hazel. So anyway, thank you for being here, everybody. I'm glad that you can hear me and I sound okay. This took a lot of work. I also figured out how to stay on the phone while GayComm can hear me, because one of the problems that I encountered is that in Discord, my phone mic does not register. You can't hear it. You can't hear my phone mic. I have to scream for you to hear me. It sounds like I'm trapped inside my mind palace in Get Out, the movie by Jordan Peele, I think his name was. Anyway. So, first, I decided to go to Guitar Center. Sorry, I blanked. I just had a whole ass brain fart, everybody. So I went to Guitar Center, and unfortunately, even though this audio interface is over $100, it still has a USB Type A fucking end. So I tried all of my A to C USB converters, and none of them fucking worked. So I drove to Walmart, and they had one. But in order to plug in my microphone, the new USB Type A or Type C converter, I had to unplug my mouse that I've been using, which is a wired mouse. And Walmart only had a $65 fucking mouse. I can't believe you guys aren't using C key. You're not even using emotes. You can't just spam letters. Who do you think you are? At least spell out cock. There we go. Aya's a real one. Aya knows what's up. You said type A? I did, didn't I? I did, didn't I? You're right. You're right. You know what? I'm not even mad. Good try, Ari. Add one more K to that, and I'll have to ban you. Anyway, so I drove all the way to fucking Target, and they had a mouse that was $20. Bro, I spent so much fucking money. You know what? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna find out how much money I spent today. Can you guys hear my cat? I bet you can't. Yeah, I spent $320 today. God damn, dude. Anyway, GayCommie, how you feeling? Never look at how much money you've spent. Well, Ari, unlike you, I'm not a sugar mama or an oiler, so I am actually very aware of every single penny that comes in and out of my account. I legitimately think of every penny I have at all times. So I think I look at my bank account before I make a purchase. When I'm thinking about making a purchase, I look at my bank account. When I'm about to make a purchase, I look at my bank account. And then when I'm buying something, I look at my bank account again. It does not matter how much money I have. At one point, over a year ago, a year or 10-ish months ago, I had $11,000, and I still looked at my bank account every day. I've had a couple of drinks to cope with putting my deepest, darkest secrets on the internet. I literally have told everyone I know. Oh, GayCommie, you're so fucking right, dude. All right, everybody, I'm gonna call GayCommie now. Just to prepare you, the way that this works, everybody, is I linked my Discord account to this this web app called Reactive by this guy, I can't remember. It's a free thing. If you ever want to do it, it's just Google Reactive Discord, and it pulls. Hi, Mac. It pulls your phone call. Is this some kind of AI? Yeah, reactive.fuji.tech. There it is. It's really easy to use. If you guys ever want to use this on your stream, or if a streamer you know is talking about it, definitely recommend it. Everybody, say hi to Bumner, because Bumner helped me out with everything. Thank you, Bumner. Clappy for Bumner. Thank you, Bumner. People at everything I do. A web app, is that AI? Bumner, my beloved. It's true. It's true. We don't have Clappy? Yes, we fucking do. What are you talking about? We don't have Clappy. I don't have Clappy? What is wrong with me? Don't worry, gang. Don't worry, gang. I'll rectify this. I'll rectify this cardinal sin right now. I've committed a sin. Oh. Thank you, Bumner. Thank you, Bumner, for helping me. And thank you, GayCommie, for being our first contestant. I've finished the vodka I had left. I've moved on to Kylie Minogue Rose. What? What is that, like Kylie Jenner's rosé? What is this? What's happening? Anyway, so we all know GayCommie. If you've ever seen him, if you click on his Twitch profile right now, he's got this super unique communist profile picture, and for some reason, literally the day before I'm going to call him and he's going to show his face live on stream, he changes his profile picture to the main character from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is a gay man, and you'll see. Just we take what we get. I guess. We take what we get, okay? All right, everybody. I'm gonna call GayCommie now. Let's go to the BRB screen. Let's go. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
How's
Oh my god,
everybody doing?
everything is amazing.
All right. So, yeah, that's GayComm. That's what
That's
GayComm
me. It's
looks
a
like.
picture of me. I always have a sign underneath my neck that says BRB,
He is in Do Not
so I could never
Disturb.
commit to any. Go
Bro
on.
is on Do Not Disturb all the time. He never leaves it. If you try
Well,
to message him,
I'm not quite. I'm on BRB all the time, so I'm always like ready to disappear.
what? Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I'm always like, I'll be right back.
Bro's a flake.
Yeah, that's me. I'm fully a flake. I love to flake.
GayComm's voice is a little quiet to mine. Okay, let's turn GayComm up.
Wow, Governor, I
Okay.
can't believe you said that.
Both your mics are really quiet.
So
Guys, I'm going to be so real with you. It doesn't get any louder. How bad is it? All right, everybody, be real with me. Should I just switch to my other microphone? Gain filter that bitch? Bro, it is plus 10.
and you make it
Volume is
plus
good for
11.
me. You know what? It's okay.
See,
It's not
I
bad.
is a
It's
real
good.
one.
Look, yeah, I is always a fucking real one. See? GayComm gets it. Guys, you won't fucking believe it, dude. We were in a Discord call, and I was streaming Hollow Knight in Minnie's Discord on Thursday, and a lot of people in Minnie's Discord were in there, including Airy. Airy was in there. ThatGayCommie gifted a sub to Hazel.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
and
why
I
would he do
missed it. Airy gifted a sub to GayComm. Thank you,
that?
Airy, and thank you,
Harry should
GayComm.
not have unmuted.
You know what, guys? Fuck it. Hold on.
Call Harry right now. I don't know what he's doing. How are you? How are you, chat? Thank you, Harry.
Can you
I love your
guys
Texan accent.
can you guys hear me? Oh shit.
You're welcome, Hazel.
I could hear myself. Oh, cringe.
Ugh.
All right. How is my audio compared to GayComm chat?
Is my volume gay?
Yeah. Is my volume straight and his volume gay? How's it working? A low cringe? Okay. Glowcack sounds better.
Bumner, I can't believe you would say that. That's actually the most homophobic thing I've ever seen.
You better than GayComm. I mean,
That's disgusting.
your volume is
Troll
definitely
of all
straight.
people?
Okay, yeah, me of all people compared to the gayest communist? Come on.
Damn.
His volume is
Well,
a little flamboyant, just a little bit.
ban salty.
All right. Well. Okay. So, we've all gathered here today to join this lawfully wedded couple in marriage, and no. Oh, is this a podcast? This segment of the stream is a podcast. It sure is. Oh my God!
Yes.
I remember
Ooh,
on Thursday
okay.
I was playing Hollow Knight, and Airy, among other people, were in the stream, and I said some shit about Airy being an American or what state Airy would like from America, and she fucking unmuted, bro. She unmuted, and I heard her voice. She's not AI, everybody. She's a real fucking person. However,
In Texas.
in
No,
Texas,
Mississippi.
Mississippi,
But
she has
unless
a
you
couple
spelled it.
personas going on. She's okay. So I have this picture of her. Actually, I legitimately have a picture of Ari. I'm going to dox Ari right now on stream. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Getting it.
National streamer.
Professional streamer. Professional streamer. Okay. Pulling it up. I'm hacking into the mainframe, everybody. Okay. Hacker noises. I'm in. Here she is.
That's her.
That's her.
It's real. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
That's right. See, I fucking knew it. You picked a bad picture of me. There is no bad picture of you.
That is though, to be fair, that is a bad picture. The hat isn't nearly tall enough.
Okay, all right. You're right. I caught her on an off day. I caught
Hat
her
should
on.
be going off
Okay,
screen.
you're right. You know, I'll rectify this, everybody. I'll rectify this. Don't worry. Okay, so I hate to say it, but based on the resolution of my computer, I unfortunately am still not able to catch her in her full glory. So I'm just gonna do my best, everybody. Here you go. Her hat is too big to fit on the screen.
It's good.
So
That's exactly what I was hoping you would do.
that's the best I've got, everybody. Anyway, yeah, but here's the real truth of it. So, she is a Southern belle from Mississippi. She popped into the Discord call and she said, "I'm from Mississippi," and then she spelled out Mississippi like MISSISSIPPI, and then she muted, and then she said, "I will never unmute again," and this whole time I thought she was French, but it turns out she's so not.
Yeah, and she's back to pretending she's from France.
That's right. She
So I
even
think that's just fucking disgusting.
she
Could lie
has
about your heritage.
the fucking gall to Google translate her messages into French to pretend like she can speak French. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I see Minnie every time she sees a message from Ari in French being like, "The fuck does this mean? This isn't French."
I love LARPing as other nationalities. Ari, that's
That's
called
really problematic.
that's cultural appropriation, bro.
Ari is out here LARPing as Nigerian. That's not okay. It's not okay for you to do, Ari.
She's
That's not.
Nola, that's racism.
You're right, Nolo.
Fuck. May I claim fake news? There's no fake news in here. People can't lie on the internet. God will kill you
No.
if you do. It's the truth. It's in the Bible.
It's true. The gay Bible.
In the gay Bible. In the Gable or the Bible?
You can pick.
Dude, I can pick. Buy erasure, be gone. Oh man. Okay, enough about Ari and her fucking Nigerian prince money scam. Today we're here to talk
I know you lost all that money.
No, I'm gonna tell that story after we finish with your story. All right.
Okay.
I did get scammed. I did lose a bunch of money, but it's okay. We'll get to that. Today I have my wonderful friend, That Gay Communist. I don't know his real name. I just call him GayCom. Sometimes I call him Gage, gay, and then GE to pretend like his name is actually Gage and that I actually know him a little bit better. But
It actually is.
no way.
My first name is gay. My first name is gay. My last name is
My ads are about to start. What the fuck, dude? If you're not subscribed, get owned, kid. You have 5 minutes to figure it out.
and tell
Anyway.
the entire story within the ad break.
Did you just parasocial me and you? Fuck you, Bumner. So I have GayCom on today because I was telling a story on Sunday from a stream that has hence been deleted of my 100% all beef thermometer, and that inspired GayCom to tell us that he had a riveting cuck story. If you guys don't know what a cuck is,
That's important.
basically all of you are cucks, okay?
This is your new thing. Everyone who watches anything ever is just a cuck.
If you experience anything through someone else, you're a cuck. If you're not doing it yourself, you're a cuck. So like
You all listening to this story to understand what cucking is like is in itself being cucked.
that's right. You guys see me and GayCom are the only bulls here. You guys are the cucks and we're the bulls, okay? So hi Taurus, no I'm not a cuck, but by that logic I guess none of us are. Anyway, what is a bull? That's the one who does the fucking.
Is it? I didn't know.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I actually knew a cuck in real life. He
too.
was this very attractive, very tall black man, and he would get paid to fuck people's wives. He did it for a couple years, but it made him
Oh,
feel like a piece of meat. And he said that he was called a bull in the service.
I
So
see.
that's where I got it from. Okay, a very attractive man. He's now a model in New York, actually. So like, I guess it worked out for him.
Good for him.
But anyway,
Maybe I'll become a model in New York.
I think you should. And they'd be like, "Are you British?" And you say, "No, I'm Irish." And then you'd say that's gayist, and then you'd get a job
Yeah,
immediately.
exactly. It's incredibly homophobic to say that an Irish person is British.
That's so true, dude. I would never say that ever. I would never make that joke. I couldn't even conceptualize that joke.
You've said worse.
I've said worse.
You've said worse in my DMs.
Yeah, like Fudgio, dude. Fudgio.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Jesus.
All right, GayComm.
Right.
I'm fucking ready, dude. Cuck me with your story.
Okay. I will. Okay. So I made like a little notepad of aliases for these people because I'm like, these are actually fucking real people, so I'm gonna have to make up names for them. But it's like it's so complicated that you need to know the names.
Should I get out my
So-
whiteboard and start drawing a
Perhaps-
fucking map?
Perhaps you should. Everyone get your notepads out.
There's going to be a test, everybody.
There will be. So there's a man, and his name is, we're gonna call him Frank. And I matched with Frank on Tinder when I don't know, like my second year of university, so like I don't know, 2019 or something. I was at home visiting my parents, and he was nearby. We matched on Tinder. Nothing really. It didn't go anywhere, but I think we ended up adding each other on Instagram or something. But that was kind of it. Nothing happened.
Classic. Tinder
So that-
basic experience.
Exactly, yeah. And then literally like 4 years later, I moved to I'm gonna dox myself. I moved to London.
Whoa!
And I know, you'll find me now. It's a tiny city. And I moved in, so I'd like lived in London for like a year and a bit, then had to move apartment. So moved to my new apartment, and of course the first thing I do when I get here is I open Grindr, and I'm like, who's about? And lo and behold, Frank is there, and it's like, oh, he's 100 meters away. Because I don't know if you all know how Grindr works. It's like
no, actually,
okay. So
please.
Grindr lore. So think of like how toxic Tinder is, and make it 50 million times worse. Because it's like, instead of like having to match with someone, you just get a grid of people sorted by distance. That's it. Like it's fully just, and you can just message them. You can just go and
What?
message any single one of them,
What
and you can
the-
send
what?
pictures, and you can send pictures straight up.
No,
Yeah.
no wonder people talk about meeting people on Grindr all the time. Whenever I talk to
Yeah,
gay men, they're always like,
so
"Oh, I've got
easy.
another Grindr date, another Grindr date." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Bro,
yeah,
I'm on
it's literally
Tinder
so easy.
and I don't have
It's
anybody."
also never a date. It's never a date.
Oh no, it's never a date, bro. You're grinding. That's why it's called Grindr. Like, come on.
That's the Grindr lore. So basically, and it also tells you the distance. It's the whole thing. They got sued because people were able to triangulate like people's locations.
Oh, bad. Oh.
Yeah, they fixed that. But anyway, so it's like this man is like 100 meters away. I'm like, what the fuck? So of course I go over.
Wait. 100 meters? Like, bro is next
Yeah,
door?
so, yeah, basically next door.
Okay.
Literally a 2-minute walk from my door.
And you're like, I could fuck right now. Yeah.
I'm like, well, we have like it would be rude not to at that point.
That's true.
So I do. And it was whatever.
Oh.
I was like, I'm probably not gonna do that again. So new character who's not too important, but it's just kind of funny. Another guy who lives pretty near me, more like a 10-minute walk. Crazy, I know.
Mm.
Luke, we're gonna call him.
Okay.
He and I like
The
yeah, go on.
Americans in the chat cannot understand walking. Guys, it's like what you do before you get in your car to drive somewhere, okay? I know that everybody lives like 2 hours away from the supermarket because America is massive and we're fucking car pilled, but like, well, that's because you're from Mexico, Nolo. Of course you would understand. See, you're not.
Also, salty. That happened. I was not the one doing it because he was like that, and we'll come to realize that he was a lot more like that than we thought.
Oh, okay.
And,
Tell me about the new character.
So the new character, Luke. lovely boy. I still meet up with him. Um, he's asked me on a date for next week, which is kind of weird considering this story I'm about to tell you and how he connects into it. But he's fine. He's lovely, and he's actually good at sex. Anyway, um, so we are like regularly like meeting up. Um, and for the moment, just keep that in the back of your mind.
Got it. It's locked in. I've got it.
Yeah. We move on like a year and a half almost, or something. This was like, and it was summer last year, but I think late. So let's say like August or something last year. We're now in.
Oh, this is recent. Okay, this
Yeah,
was
and
like
yeah, this is not like that long ago at all. Like it's not been a year. And there's this new guy, and I'd messaged him a couple of times on Grindr. His name was Jack, and then he kind of just disappeared. Nothing. I was like, whatever. I don't like. I don't care. And then he disappeared. And I was like, okay, goodbye.
classic.
I didn't think of it. He just was gone as this random person.
Classic man thing to do.
Classic man disappearing. And but anyway, so he's there. And then so again, like August last year, Frank messages me on Instagram, the first one.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, haven't been on Grindr in a while. I've got a boyfriend. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That's why you disappeared.
Yeah, and
But
you're like,
also,
why are you telling
I'm
me?
like, yeah, I'm like, okay, what now? What is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
what do you want? You want a
I'm just like
threesome?
immediately, like, he obviously wants a threesome. I'm like,
yeah.
whatever. At that point, I'm kind of just like, okay, well, I'm gonna say no because I wasn't really that into you.
It wasn't even that good of a suck, dude.
No. And so he's like, well, would you want to cuck me with my new boyfriend?
He
And I'm
wanted
like,
you to be
oh,
the bull.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
No,
now,
don't worry, everybody. I wasn't cucked. You're all worried about
no. I was so ready for you to be a cuck, dude. I can't believe it.
No,
Fuck.
unfortunately not.
My headcanon is ruined. My boys love manga that I was writing is trashed.
I'm the Kiyoi, not the hero.
No.
And so I'm like, I'm kind of like this. I'm immediately like, it's not my thing. It's your thing, whatever. It's not mine. But I was like, it's funny though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I went into it being like, if I do this, I'll have a cuck story, and that's really fucking good.
I can't wait to tell this on stream.
So he's like, I'll like get my boyfriend to follow you on Instagram or something, and you guys can talk. Or I think he gave me his number. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh.
And
oh my god, I'm sorry. I can't believe you said yes. I can't believe you were like,
I know. I
yeah,
was
okay.
like, whatever. And at this point, I was still like, nah. Though I was in my head, I was kind of like, nah, but I'm not actually gonna do it.
But you just wanted to see what they would offer.
Exactly. So I go to message or he messages me. I can't remember. And it's Jack, that guy that I'd messaged a couple times on Grindr before. And I was like, okay.
Maybe that's why. Wait,
well.
Maybe that's why Frank reached out to you, because they were looking for a cuck
or
a bull.
100%,
and they were like, oh, we both have talked to this guy before.
Yeah,
that must have been.
No, that's 100% what it was.
Yeah.
I think they could have said that. And I was like, okay. And now, okay, Jack was like into it. Like he was feral. Like he was fully just like, it was just paragraphs of like, this is what we're gonna do to him, this is what's gonna happen. And I was like, whoa, dude, calm down, Jesus.
Okay.
And then he's like, I don't remember the names that are not the real names. Luke. So and he's like, by the way, I see that you follow Luke on Instagram.
Wait, who's Luke? You mean Frank?
Luke is the guy that I was like kind of regularly hooking up with.
Okay.
Who I still am.
Who I still am. Okay, all right, I understand. All right,
and
hold on. I'm getting some images together. Keep talking. Everything's okay.
So I'm like, yeah, and he's like, well, I actually used to date him.
Wait, one second. Frank is the cuck. Who was
Frank is the cuck.
Okay.
Jack is the
Jack.
boyfriend.
Jack. Gotcha, Jack.
And then
Okay.
Luke is the guy that like I was hooking up with pretty regularly.
Understood.
So
Okay.
I find
alright.
out that Jack and Luke used to date. um, it's killing me. So yeah, I find out Jack and Luke used to date, and I'm like, why have I become the center of something? Like, what has happened?
They're
Um,
triangulating around you,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. And at this point, Luke was in a relation, like an open relationship, so we were still hooking up. But then, like, this guy, Jack, was like, oh, let's get him involved. And I was like, I mean, I don't have an issue with that, but also, like,
Okay.
this is getting complicated.
They're just
I
building an orgy. That's what's happening. They're just
exactly,
like
exactly. So
building an orgy.
I messaged Luke and I was like, dude, like, what is happening? He's like, I know it's intense. And he was like, I'm not doing it. Like, yes, it's an open relationship, but like,
That's too much.
I'm not cucking an ex or like helping an ex to cuck his new boy. Like, that's too far. So, so Luke is now out of the picture.
Okay, so Luke said, "I'm not doing that shit." Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it.
Then he was like, but I will still sleep with you.
Oh, okay, all right. So
Like
you're hot enough to fuck, but those two
yeah,
aren't. Okay,
yeah,
I'm
basically.
following. I'm following.
And so at this point they're like, okay, shall we meet up? And I'm like, oh, the plot demands it. Like,
The plot demands it, dude.
it's
You
just
have to.
too funny. It's like, and I kind of felt bad at the time because I was like these are real people, and I'm just kind of making use of them.
You're just trying to get. You're just trying to fuck, dude. Like that's all.
I don't even want to fuck.
Well, okay, all right. If you don't want to
Like,
fuck, then what are you doing? You just want the story? What's happening here?
Just want the story. Really, just for the story.
Okay, but I gotta ask you, if Luke were like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do this, and it just kind of turned into an orgy, would you have gone for it then?
If Luke was there, I would have been probably more into it, but also because I'm into him.
Okay,
So
so
that's like
it would have been
like
like 20% orgy, 80% I just get to fuck Luke again.
yes.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. I'm with it. Okay, all right. So you say yes for the plot.
Yes. So I turn up. I put in so little effort as well. I like literally I went for a run and then came back and was like, okay, you ready? But so Jack was like he was trying too hard. Like he was way too hard. And he was like okay, Frank is at work today. I guess this was like an evening or something on a weekday, I don't know. But he's like, Frank will be at work like pretty late. He was like, if can you come over and then like we'll be mid fuck.
Okay,
And then he'll walk in on us
okay,
and catch us,
okay.
quote unquote.
But
And I was just like, at that point, I was like, dude, like you're hyping this up for yourself so much, it's just gonna be awkward.
okay, have
But
you
I
ever
didn't say
heard
that
of
'cause I was like,
NTR? Have you ever heard of the Japanese hentai tag NTR? You ever heard of that?
no,
Okay, it's called
not
Neto Rare, I think. And what this guy's describing is literally
Ari
just
has.
that. Ari has, of course, Ari has. Ari is the biggest degenerate I've ever met in my life. Of course, she's heard of it. Okay, look,
Yeah.
basically, what you're describing of this, like, it's like cucking, except you spring it on the other person.
Yeah. But also the other person knows.
But Frank knows.
Is
That's the difference. Is Frank knows.
Because it's real life and we can't just do that to people.
I mean,
He knows.
he
So it's like
knows.
this weird like combo of like a role play kind of thing of like I know he knows what he's gonna walk into, but we still have to be like, oh
Oh no! Oh
and
my God! My boyfriend just caught me fucking another man. I can't believe this. No way.
yeah. So I go over. I go over.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck. I go for my rundown. I show up at their door. Like, hello.
Okay. Okay. You are past the point of no return at this point.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, guys, I was just doing it for the plot. You're here. Your pants are coming off. Okay.
Yeah. And they do.
Okay. Tell me, is Jack like worth fucking? Is he like an attractive person? Like, tell me about Jack.
So Jack, I was like, yeah, I'd fuck him. Like, I
Okay,
was like, yeah,
okay.
whatever. And then he spoke,
Ooh.
and his voice was the least sexy.
Okay. Can you describe it?
Feel-
Please,
I don't
please.
know. Like, it wasn't. It was the energy of like a nerdy lisp without actually lisping. I don't know how to describe it.
I
And also just super English.
I could
Like,
never do that voice, but I think I know what you're saying.
yeah.
I think I'm with it.
It was just like it wasn't quite cutesy, but it was that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? I was just like,
Right.
oh God. Like, and I honestly, Jenny, so like from the moment I walked in, I was like, fuck. Like,
Fuck.
oh
Oh
shit,
shit.
what have I done?
Okay, okay.
But again, the plot demands, right? So we're mid fuck.
Okay. Oh my god. So you actually are like you're
Yeah,
going.
like yeah, we're going.
Okay, so he's like
I don't know
he's a
how. I don't
ravenous
know.
animal. I've got him
Yeah,
pinned as the fucking rip your t-shirt werewolf, okay? Is
yeah,
he like
basically.
does he even do foreplay or is he just like we got to start we're on a timetable, bro. Like fucking we got 15 minutes. He's going to be walking through
Yeah,
that
there's
door.
probably like 15 seconds of foreplay.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah.
An animal.
And yeah, truly, but also boring. Like he was like ravenous, but he wasn't doing it. He
He's
was just
just
kind of like close off now, you know? Like it was just like okay, I guess. Anyway,
he's
um,
clinical about it. He's clinical. He's just like, "All right, take it off, bend over, we're going." Or
yeah.
one of you is
Also,
bending over. Something's happening.
yeah, and
That's
just
it.
an undercurrent to this as well is if you're wondering, given like, you know, is this man lying? Because I obviously to do all of this had to continue somehow to perform
Right.
and you would think in some way we would have to be into it. And unless my subconscious loved it and won't tell me, I don't know how. I don't know how I managed to keep going, but I
you're,
did.
you're that meme. You're that embodiment of that meme that's like, I hope this doesn't awaken something deep inside me.
Yeah, and I don't think it did.
Oh, so
I don't think it did.
okay,
So
go on.
we're midfuck. The appointed hour comes. He walks in. He's like he doesn't even, and this is when like it starts to rapidly diverge from what it was in their head
The plan,
to
yeah,
we're now in a real life situation of like,
yeah.
so the whole like pretending we don't know thing. Obviously, everyone in the room knows. I'm not gonna be like, oh, good heavens, like what are we? Like, that's not gonna
Start
happen.
picking up your clothes off the ground, covering your
Yeah,
genitals, and walking out the front
exactly.
door. Oh, good heavens!
So I was like, kind of keep going, and I'm kind of just like, I don't know. I don't know if I said anything at that point. I was just kind of like, hey, um,
Hi,
and
hi, how you doing?
he kind of just watches for a bit,
And that's it.
and he's like, he does seem to be. Oh God, if that was it, that would
Okay,
be.
all
It is,
right.
if that was it, I would deserve to be banned for this story. I think. I don't think it's interesting enough at this point. So he's like watching for a bit. He does seem pretty into it, and
Does he sit down in
whatever.
a chair, or is he just standing there?
I don't think there was a cock chair. I think he
Okay.
was just standing
Are
there.
are you like in the living room? Are you in the bedroom?
Oh, so we're in the bedroom.
Okay, so you're like full blown cheating, hide in the fucking closet type scenario. You're not fucking on the couch like he walks in the front door and he's like, "Whoa!" It's he
Well,
had to come upstairs and find you.
so well, this is the thing, right? So we live in London, and I don't know, like I assume this is a similar thing in New York and stuff, but like very expensive house prices.
That's right.
So you don't live alone. You don't have your own place at my age. These people are my age. They have housemates.
No.
And I this so and their housemates were active. Like I assume no one was in at this point because like they were like, oh, we moved in together, and I'm like, oh, okay, fine. So I guess like the two of you are splitting the house or something somehow at your age. But
Yeah,
like I could
somehow,
just assume
yeah.
that, even they'd invited me over for this. and also that like they invite me over for this specifically. So surely, even if you did live with people, they wouldn't be in.
Right. You don't have ravenous sex when
Yeah.
fucking James
Yeah.
is in the kitchen cooking up a burrito, dude. You don't do that
Yeah, but, well, so James was putting his washing in the washing machine,
shit.
and which was directly opposite their door.
No.
And I was like, I just remember being like, the fuck, they're funny. Like, I haven't been quiet. This guy certainly hasn't been fucking quiet. What the hell is going on? And then
No.
this is before checks notes. Frank walked in. So I'm
No.
like, what the hell is this? Like, what? Like, why would you not tell them to be out?
But
Anyway,
I'm sure a part of you was also like, is he in on it? Like, is this part of the cucking?
no. I just somehow I knew that they hadn't thought any of this through. They just the vibes were that way.
Dude, okay, look. Everything that I know about cucking is that like the whole spring it on your partner thing is super weird. The cuck is
Yes.
supposed to be there, and there's supposed to be like a lot of foreplay because everyone's got to get in the mood. It's like if you walked in and fucking there's no foreplay, it's just naked person in your living room. You're not gonna walk in and be like, oh yeah, it's hot, let's fuck immediately. You gotta get it.
Yeah.
You gotta get the juices
Yeah.
flowing. So for fucking Frank to just walk into you and Jack already going at it, I can't imagine it
Yeah.
was particularly enjoyable for Frank. And how dare they subject their flatmate to this?
Yeah, I know. How do they subject me to it, to be honest with you?
True, true.
At this point, I'd agreed to everything that happened.
I mean, yeah,
And
you're here.
it was, and yeah, but I mean, to be fair, Frank was into it. He was like, yeah, good. And again, I was just like, and I was just there, like, having sex with this man. Being like, I'm not really into like this anyway. I'm certainly not into it now. Some rando has just appeared, and again, I'm just kind of there going through the motions. Like, I guess I just have to keep going. I guess I just have to keep going, and so I do. And then
you're just like, all right, just keep
Yeah,
rocking, just keep grinding,
it just gets
fucking
too awkward having him standing there. So he kind of gets involved. At this point, it's no longer really a cuck situation. The man is involved. It's
It's
kind
a
of just
three-way.
threesome.
It's a full-blown three-way. Yeah.
It's also like a three-way, but like he's not gonna get fucked. Like he's
okay.
gonna do little bits around us.
Okay, all right. Tell me.
But he's,
Okay,
you know.
so like you would fuck Jack if he didn't sound like such a fucking pleb. Would you fuck Frank? Tell me about it. Frank is like on
Well,
a
I
scale of 1 to
did.
10. Oh, you have.
I
Yeah,
did.
you
That's
have.
how it all started.
But you said it was
And
not
I didn't-
worth doing.
Yeah, it was not great, and I didn't really want to do it again.
Okay. So like
So
okay,
yeah.
all right, continue. What is he doing that isn't I don't think I'm picturing it properly. What is he doing that is
Can I
like fluttering
say?
around?
Do terms of service allow me to say basically anything except for being fucked?
Okay, all right, I'm with it. All right.
Yeah.
I think that viewers at home can picture everything
they can
but
figure
being
it out.
fucked.
I can figure it out. And oh god, this is my favorite bit.
A valid question in chat. Toes?
So fingers, toes.
Not the fingers. I don't want to hear about the fingers. Toes?
There was no toeage at the
All right.
time.
All right, Salty, you can leave then. All right, go
Was he
on.
licking the
Bits? Okay, guys, we're not doing details, all right?
That's a very gay thing. But anyway,
no details, all right?
So he's doing bits. I'm still fucking Jack.
Okay, so GayComm, you're a top. Is that what I'm getting?
Not normally, which is another whole thing about it.
Interesting. That is
Where
a
I'm
whole
like-
layer.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was not gonna pop for the plot.
classic, typical bottom. Could you please fuck me in front of my boyfriend? Okay.
Yeah, I know. I know. So, yeah, I'm still fucking Jack. Frank is doing bits. And then suddenly Jack turns around to Frank. He says to him, he says, cucky?
No,
He says, cucky?
No.
Why aren't you wearing your outfit?
No.
Yes, Hash, that's how I responded. And I was like, I was floored because at this point,
Please tell me the
I, I was,
fucking outfit. Go,
I
please.
was just, it's just, because at this point, I was just like, because at this point, right, everything that kind of happened up to this point, I was aware of. And then Hucky wears your outfit, or why aren't you wearing your outfit, whatever it was. And I was like, oh God, what's this gonna be?
Oh my
And
god.
in my memory of how it happened, it felt like I literally like I kind of turned away for a second and I looked back and he was just immediately in it.
He
And
did opened up his fucking inventory and equipped it real quick.
yeah, that's genuinely what it felt like. And
Holy shit, dude. Did you like fucking right click? Did you press in the right thumbstick of your soul and enter third person mode and say, what the fuck am I doing here?
yeah. This is like, I mean, I was already a little bit like that, but like at that point I was just like, yeah, fully, like I felt like I completely dissociated. Like, I
You see your body fucking and you're like, I don't even
I don't know that guy.
What am I watching? This is a weird porn, dude.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, what the
Okay.
fuck? And
Wait,
then
no,
so I
describe
turn
no no
back
no
around.
no, describe the
Yeah,
outfit.
exactly. We turn back
Describe
around,
the
like
outfit.
in the outfit. And it's so hard to kind of explain what it was. But the way I kind of say, and I'll say this first and then I'll give more details, try to bring it to life more, is that like it wasn't a maid outfit, but it was exactly that energy. But it was also all leather.
Was it a gimp suit?
No. Like there was a mini skirt involved, a leather mini skirt. But that was like I don't remember exactly what was on top. But like there were just I just remember there being a lot of leather straps involved. I think his legs were kind of covered in them. It was
Okay.
really like bizarre, but again, like the closest kind of like way I would describe it is like a made outfit kind of vibe,
Okay.
but it's not quite.
Okay. I'm googling. I'm ruining my search history. I googled
I don't
something
think
and there's only 10. I only got 10 fucking image results. So I clearly googled
yeah, like
something that is like heinous and criminal. All right,
yeah, it's one of those things like I don't think you could just Google like I think it was a unique thing. Like it wasn't something that I'm like, oh yeah, like this is so again, like this is actually a made outfit, right? Like it
that's all
was
I could find. That's all I
no,
could
I
find.
get you. Like I
Okay.
couldn't tell you what to Google. This is kind of the vibe, but it was more slutty.
So bro had this shit made.
I
Like
know,
this
I'm
is
sorry. I'm not no, I'm so sorry. I'm not done describing the
oh
outfit
no.
because on top of all of this, there was a black pair of 6-inch stiletto heels that he could not wear, that he could not walk in. So he was just kind of,
He was just fumbling. Bro is
yeah,
fumbling.
yeah. And at one point, he ended up just kind of on the floor with them, and I was like, just take him off.
Hey, did you say that out
Like,
loud? You said that out
I think
loud?
I think I did.
you're fucking
'Cause,
you're going to town and
yeah,
you're like, bro,
'cause
just take him.
I think the thing was, I knew I could because I was like, well, the more humiliated he is, the more he's into it. So I
That's
could just be like,
true.
just take him off.
You're
Tuck,
so right.
tucky.
Were
Oh
you calling him Cucky?
no, I was not calling him cocky. I couldn't bring myself to. Cocky.
I made something. Okay,
Can this be an emote? Can we make this an emote called cocky?
no,
Um,
no, we can't. I might.
uh,
I might. Here, I made him
um,
face the right way, everybody. Okay, please continue. Please continue.
so it kind of it goes on, and the next thing. So the oh no, I can't. I don't know if I can describe.
Do it. Do it, coward. Coward.
Yeah. So okay, you've all heard, I'm sure, in your lives of chastity belts.
Yeah, with the lock and everything.
Yeah. So the modern innovation are chastity cages,
Okay.
which are smaller versions. And how can I say this? they only go around the shaft.
I can't show this on stream.
You cannot. You
I
absolutely cannot.
googled it, and I am being
No.
I am being blasted with dicks right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too many dicks for me. I have to clear my search history. Hold on, I have to clear my history real quick.
Eri knew. Eri, you know nothing.
She says,
So-
I knew it was going to come up. More like she was hoping it would come up.
Yeah. Come being the operative word.
Oh, she was hoping it would come.
That bitch.
That bitch. All right, go on. So he's wearing a chest. He's wearing a cage that only covers the shaft.
Yes, and I regret to inform you that's actually quite an important detail.
Okay. You know, I've always wondered about chastity belts, like chastity cages, because this, if you guys don't know, I can't show it on stream, all right? I can't show it on stream, but like
Well, just says,
you
what
can't
is that?
you can't get hard in a chastity belt.
No.
It's
no.
a metal cage.
That's the point, though. That's hot.
So like you're supposed to be fucking like getting into this shit and being horny, but your dick literally can't get hard.
But again, the point is that he's the cuck.
Okay. Did it have spikes or was
Did
it
not
just a
have
cage?
spikes,
All right, no
Salty.
spikes, Salty. All right.
It
Write that down,
did-
everybody.
So, because this man doesn't want to get off. He's getting off and not getting off.
Okay, I'm following.
You know?
I'm with it.
Oh. So, I go back to fucking Jack. But I think, like, oh god, I have to describe okay. So, I'm behind Jack.
Okay.
Jack is on top of Cucky, Frank.
Okay.
And all of a sudden,
Like missionary or doggy.
kind of, but he's not. There's no fucking.
Okay, so they're
He's
just like,
on it.
are they
Kind
making
of, yeah.
out? What are they doing?
They may have been. I can't remember exactly. But what I will tell you is what happened. I couldn't really see what was going on with them because I had a man in the way. And
bro is staring at the fucking ceiling. You're just disassociating into the wallpaper. That's what you're doing.
fully.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, I hear Frank, Cucky as we I suppose we can now call him.
Mm-hmm.
I just hear him go like wincing in pain.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you were coughing. So he's like,
No, I was wincing in pain.
okay. He's
I was like,
wincing.
Why is he wincing in pain?
And you can't see. You can't see anything.
So I did tell you. I mentioned. So I think you may have misunderstood, and I don't blame you. That the cage is important, but I specifically said the fact that it's only over the shaft is important.
Right.
So
So
what that means is the balls are exposed.
yeah.
And what that means is the balls can be struck. And so I look around, and Jack is just like slapping the shit out of Frank's balls.
Ari, that emote is so fucking funny.
So good.
Okay. Oh my god, dude! Like how hard? Like bitch slap?
So hard.
Like he's
like,
fucking
fully
like just
fucking. Yeah. Like I'm like that man. I mean, I don't think it was important to him, but that man is not fertile anymore after what I saw that day.
oh my god, dude.
And like and they were like, "You do it."
Mi bolitas. Okay. So
Yeah,
you
they're like, "Yeah, you do it, GayCommie." They said to me.
No.
And I was like, "Well, listen, I'm in too deep at this point. I have to."
You
man
said
ball."
yes.
I said yes because how could I say no at that point?
Bro, you're
I
like
slapped
fucking.
that man's balls.
What was his name? You're Jim Carrey and Yes Man. You can't say no anymore. You can't.
No, because everything I did was something I could tell people I did.
You're like, this is gonna be so good at the next fucking club meet, dude.
Genuinely.
Holy shit. Okay,
And,
so do you slap his balls? Please.
slapped his balls.
How hard? Scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, so I slapped them, and he was like, "No, like as hard," and I was
He
like,
said, "Do it harder, bitch."
"Yeah, he
And
really did."
wait.
And I was like,
How is
"You're the
Cucky? Is Cucky talking, or is it just
This is
Jack?
Cucky. This is Cucky being like,
Cucky
"Do
says
it."
slap harder?
I'm like, and then I was like, wait a second, you're the cuck. Why am I taking shit from you? So then I did fucking slap him hard. And I was like, I
You're
did this for you, I
You said,
think.
"Shut up, cuck."
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I slapped him. And then I was like, you know what? That's the last time I'm doing it. I'm not going back to that. I slapped them once. I shan't be slapping them again.
Okay, but like when you're watching a video or you're watching a movie and somebody gets hit in the balls, you have like sympathy pain. Like when I see someone get kicked in the dick, I feel in my intestines like that feeling, you know what I mean? When you slapped him, did you feel that?
At this point, I had no sympathy left.
Oh yeah, okay. You are a full-blown.
At this point, I was like, you know what? This is if nothing else, a way I can get my own back for whatever the fuck has been done to me by putting me in this situation.
That's right. You're traumatized them back. Fucking, you're on demon time right
by
now.
the consequences of my own actions.
Give me a fucking demon time in chat. I need demon times.
Go
on.
I'm gonna do it. They're not doing it. There we go. Thank you.
Give me some fucking demon times.
No, for fuck's sake.
Hey, he tried. He's typing. All right, anyway. So, continue. So you slapped the shit out of this man's balls.
Yeah, and that is probably the last kind of thing. At that point, I was like, I need to finish up and go, man. Like, this is weird as fuck. I'm slapping balls now. He's in an outfit. There's heels that he can't wear. He's lying in the corner.
You were able to finish?
I don't know how. I was like, yeah.
You said it's either finish or die.
I needed to get out so bad that I was like, I just willed it to happen.
Oh my god. Okay. And like, did you turn around and fucking James, the roommate, was like fucking watching? Like,
no, thank God. Fucking poor James. I think.
Poor James, bro.
James had nothing to do with this.
You think James was like trying to listen to music with his headphones on, and he just heard Jack go, "Cucky, get the gimp suit"? Like, what the fuck? I would move out, bro. I would move out. Put a picture of James. What do you guys think James would be? Hold on, let me 1 second.
I think James is also Uno then.
Okay, keep going. So you finish up.
I finish up, and I mean, if you've ever hooked up with someone and thought that
no, I'm a virgin.
Getting dressed. Yeah, you are, bitch. Anyway,
right. Well, this is a good Christian stream, everybody. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course. Our Father who art in heaven.
That's right. Jesus Christ be praised.
Jesus Christ be praised. But yeah, if you've ever thought that putting your clothes back on and tying your shoes up has been an awkward experience in your life, you don't know fucking shit, because oh my god, I had to just be in that room putting my clothes on and they were just there. He's still in his outfit.
What are they saying?
I'm there there was just vague small talk.
They weren't even like, there was no after fucking like cuddling or you did so good. There was no praise. There was none of that.
I wanted out. I wouldn't have put up with any kind of after cuddling. I needed to go home.
Okay, so
you're my own 2 minutes away.
I think they got the picture that you were not into it, and so you like, okay, I came, I'm out, goodbye, clothes on, see ya, I'm leaving. They were like, oh man, no second round, what the fuck?
You'd think, wouldn't you? The next day, I get a message.
No.
You want to do it again?
No, they didn't even.
And I was at that point, I was like, listen, I've got the story. I don't need. The only thing this could say was listen, it would be very funny right now if I was like, and then I did it again. I did not.
I did it again.
I was like, absolutely. I didn't say it. I was just like, I think I was just like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll be free in 6 weeks' time, and then just let it fade. Um, then so like this must have been like a few months later. Jack messages me, and he's like, what did he? He said, he said something like, "Hey, like it was fun. Sorry if it was awkward." And I was like, "Yeah, fucking no way, it was awkward."
Wait. Okay, so Jack reached out. Has Frank
Jack reached
even
out.
spoken to you?
No,
Frank
no.
is. Do you think he's mortified, or do you think he goes to bed wishing you'd slap his balls again? Like, what do you
Oh,
think?
100%. 100% he goes to bed wishing I'd slap his balls again.
Okay,
Like, there's
so he's
no,
not reaching
yeah.
out because he's a like boy
Well, he's
failure
got
cuck gimp. He
oh,
can't reach out. He needs daddy to do it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
And but I think this time Jack reaches out and he's like, "Sorry if it was awkward. I want to do it again sometime." And he was kind of, I can't remember. Well, for a funny reason, I can't remember what he said, but it was something kind of like, "Oh, we can just like the two of us do it, and he'll know," kind of thing of like, we don't have to actually actively engage with the cuckoldry. He can just know that we're cucking him.
Okay, you got like
But
a fucking
okay,
virtual cuck going on.
yeah,
What is
he
happening?
said all this, and then I go to open it in Insta,
Wait,
and they're
you're
gone.
wait. So you agree to fuck Jack again?
No, 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 no. So I'm
Okay,
like,
okay.
so he sends these messages, and I go to open it to be like, no, I'm good,
I'm good, thanks.
and or just read it and ignore it, so he
Right,
knows that I'm
right.
not, um, and they're gone,
Uh,
like because and I genuinely couldn't reply when he sent them because I was like at work or something, and so but by the time I went to open them, he deleted them, which is really fucking funny.
he
But
he regretted that shit. He was like, "Oh,
he
he's not going to do it. Fuck it. It's deleted."
he did regret that shit, but obviously not enough because I think it was Thursday. And when I say Thursday, I mean the fucking Thursday, the 28th of March, 2025,
Yeah, like
or 27th of March, like a week ago.
yeah, like literally
Sorry, I'm
now.
lying to you. I mean Thursday of the 3rd of April is actually what I mean. It was genuinely like this week.
It was 2 days ago.
Yeah, maybe it was maybe it was, I don't know. It was this week. He messages me again, and he goes, "Hey, you want to do it again?" Just, but then
Every time.
he says just me this time. So I think they've broken up.
So no cucking.
I don't think it's cucking anymore. And I'm like, well, I'm not into you. What's the point?
Yeah,
Much as the cucking traumatized me, the cucking was the only draw.
yeah, because that was a story. Maybe if you didn't
Yeah.
sound like a fucking no masculinity fucking
Yeah.
tiny man. I don't
Oh
know.
no, this is the thing. And then okay, so it was Wednesday because the next day I slept with Luke.
No. Okay, what does Luke look like? How would you describe Luke? You don't got to give me
Luke's
a
actually
detail.
Luke's actually hot.
Okay, and you're into Luke, right? Luke is
Yeah, yeah.
your we
But
fuck around with.
this is his thing because then Luke after was like, oh, by the way, like, do you want to actually go on a date sometime?
Oh,
And to be fair, I probably will. He's really nice and he's hot. So I probably will go on a date with Luke. But also, oh my fucking god, it's just so funny that everything goes back to Cucky.
okay. Well, my question is, what do you like about Luke? Tell me about Luke.
Chad.
He's a Chad. What are you talking
That's
about?
true. That's true. Um, Luke's nice. Luke, he's hot, basically.
That's
And
it.
he plays Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, are you gonna tell
So
him the cuck story?
I have to.
You
I,
have to.
I can't actually. I, I, f- I don't think I have because it takes too long to tell, and I don't think I told him the whole thing. But I feel like because he's obviously involved, so he knows bits of it. But I can't remember if I've told him any more of what happened. Um, that's also true, Salty. He is.
Well, there you go. It settled
Um,
here live on stream. Luke, I don't know where you are or if you're watching this. Viewer at home, if you are Luke, you got a big dick. Big old dick.
Ari, I'm sure he'd enjoy that.
Let's get Luke on here and we'll play some fucking Baldur's Gate with him.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, go on.
I have to tell him his name's now Luke.
Yeah, his name is now Luke.
Um, but yeah, I mean that's kind of that wraps it up, I think.
Bro,
Um,
why?
that's my cuck
Okay,
story.
I gotta tell you, great story, but also you gotta learn how to say no, motherfucker.
No, because I listen, it's really fucking funny.
Yeah, but like
Like
these people are insane.
they are, but I don't care. I don't have to deal with them anymore. I left.
Oh my god.
Like I had a bad time, did it for the plot. The plot's fantastic.
Oh my god, Ari, you're so right. GayComm, you're fucking using me.
I am using you. I use everybody in my life.
Oh, you bitch! I thought we were friends.
Oh,
Oh, hi, Snappy.
no, we I thought we established I'm your friend.
No. Wait. No. Wait. I'm your friend.
You consider me to be your friend.
No. It's the other way around. You think I'm your friend, but I'm the streamer.
That's not what you said the other day.
I'm the streamer.
I think I mean last night.
You're the viewer. Okay, that's the thing. I'm the streamer.
I'm the streamer now, bitch.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Crawl upon the cuck is apparently who you are.
I would never crawl upon a cuck.
Yeah, me neither. Well, you kind of did, but like with a man in between both of you.
Yeah, exactly. Ball slap upon the cuck.
You would be slap upon the nuts. I think that would be.
I think that's true. I think that
that's
is
true.
true.
I think that would be your upon the name. Okay, everybody. Well, we're gonna do a poll then. We're gonna do a poll, and this is my first poll ever. And the question is going to be, story good or bad? Okay, everybody. There's only two answers. All right. Was the story good or was the story bad? You've got.
I feel okay. I mean, the
2
story
minutes,
is bad.
everybody. 2 minutes.
The story
everybody.
is terrible, but it's funny.
Okay, I think the story is terrible just because it like made me cringe inside. But I think that it's a good story because it made me feel that way. That's what I gotta say. It was very entertaining. I have never talked to an actual bull other than that friend. He never told me details. He just said he did it like 5 times, made a couple $100, and never did it again. You should have done that shit for money. You should have asked them for fucking money, GayComm.
Give me 100. Give me 100 USD and give it to me in cash. Go and exchange.
Go exchange it. Made me uncomfortable. Ari, it's hilarious. I gotta say, I have never met someone who is so horny and degenerate as Ari, but every time they are exposed to something horny and degenerate, they are like, this is the most uncomfortable I've ever been in my life. And repeatedly, they're like, I hate this.
No, I really enjoyed it with Hero and Kyoe because it was like, you've literally already read this and recommended it.
Wait, what? Hearing what?
With Hero and Kyoe.
Oh, Kyoe. Okay, so which one was Hira? Oh, Frank was Hira, bro. Frank. No. Frank was Hira, but he was the cuck. So like, and Hira in the story.
They were both Hira.
They were both Hira. They were both Hira. That's it. Salty wants her whole. Salty
wants her whole filled.
Salty, you can't say that.
Do you want your holes filled?
Salty, you cannot say that. Salty, I'm gonna time you out. All right, you can say things about GayComm because he's a guest on the stream. You can't say shit about fucking other chatters. All right.
That's true.
Maybe do I need to make another rule? Do I need to add another rule to my chat? Is that what's happening here?
Not a whole new rule.
Oh, the poll ended and it was 100%, 100% good.
Powerful.
Bro, fucking, you have been vindicated. You have ascended into the realm of God. All right, everybody. Let's cleanse the stream. Okay, everybody. We're gonna read the Lord's Prayer now. Okay, Lord's Prayer. We can. I'll link it in chat. How about that?
I love how we will not be able to sync up, but we're gonna do it anyway.
I'm gonna put it on stream because I'm not just gonna link to a random fucking website.
The sad thing is because I'm Irish, I know it.
You know it, bro. I know the first. I know. It ends
It's
with
actually really,
amen.
there's a quest in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 where if you know it by heart, because it doesn't like it like asks you to like say it,
What?
and you have to know it by heart because an inquisitor is accusing you of heresy, and if you know it by heart, he won't. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, you know the prayer, it's fine," but you have to know it.
And
And
you
I was like,
knew it.
thank God my mother made me know it."
And I bet Minnie is going to fail that fucking quest.
Minnie, I mean, listen,
Look,
bless her. Minnie fails every quest.
if I've ever met a child of Satan, it's Minnie. Okay, everybody, let's say it together,
Okay.
all right?